Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Here's the former Auburn kicker, Daniel Carlson, to get this one started. And off we go from Oakland. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Break. 42 is the mark. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet. Let's go.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Littleton. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. To throw it is Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
From the 36, Carr being chased out left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
He was brought down by Todd Davis. That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
180. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's going to take a shot from the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Lindsay. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They're going with Lindsey. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Locke on the bootleg. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Let's go! Come on, set. 10 Lobo. Pilot, 64, weak. 5.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke on the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Melvin Gordon, the 2-time Pro Bowler. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be 3rd down now with still a long way to go to get to the 1st down marker.
15, 15
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, their last miss on 3rd down, they actually were able to alleviate it because they picked it up with a 4th down conversion. I don't know that they'd be wise to try and do that again here. To me, you got to pump the ball away.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jalen Richard, 55 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Clock now on 1st down. He completes this to Sutton. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. A give running right, Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A 9-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
29. 29. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Carr now to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. On first down, Richard. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Carr. It's a screen to Richard. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Now we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Fielded at about the 28 and bulldozing his way through. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll run on 1st down. Richard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. Here's Carr to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 30 yards there. They come out here in the I.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. And White Monday. Check 24. Check 24. 25.
Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Locke. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Exit.
Play action. Now it's Locke. He's going to look deep down, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Check. White. 93. What's up?
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. Corey Littleton there on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. To throw on 2nd and 10. Carr, they find some open field here. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
They'll roll him out right. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
70, Indy. I got him. Watch it.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And they will finally get him to the ground as he's forced to tuck it and take the sack.
I think the easy analysis is that he had nowhere to go with the football. But he held on to it for so long, didn't get rid of it, and then just gave up.
Yeah, the coverage was good downfield, no doubt. But if you're going to hold on to the ball that long and then just cradle it at the end, you're right, it felt like he gave up a little bit.
If you're going to do that, do it early. Get the play over with. Don't wait that long and then give up. Your guys expect you to try and make a play.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 27, Carr. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Todd Davis. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Gets it to Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Locke under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh. Protein spill. Hey, wahoo! Get it.
Locke working out of the gun. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Derek Carr, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks for the Raiders last year, and they only won 4 games total, so they've got some experience dealing with tight ones. Now on 2nd and 16, Carr will find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Carr gives to Richard. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Safety's creeping. SOS.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Off the bootleg. Lock. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Sheds off the tackle, and he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 20.
I was used to joke with my teammates who carried the ball a lot. When we got in these situations and they were carrying us home, I used to tell them, boy, you guys just look like Paul Bunyan, just growing stronger, bigger, tougher. And all night long, he's carried this team.
He has indeed. Everything magnified right now. A huge 3rd down conversion. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Lock off a play action. That is caught at the 7. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. They'll run with Lindsey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Jeff Hireman, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are able to regain the lead. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr, that's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw his Carr. He's got his man. It's Williams. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against his zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
They'll look to throw. Aguilar has it. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
We play to win.
They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Carr to throw. Catch made, it's Moreau. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Carr. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. I'm here all day. 45's the mark.
Back to throw. Carr. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And this one is right down the middle. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Here we go. Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Lock to throw. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Locke. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On first down, it's Jacobs. The tackle made by Todd Davis. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
Brings up third down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. From midfield, here's Carr. It's complete to Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Pilot, 64, weak. Right on one.
Carr now on first down. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Third and 5.
Down. 180. We're good. 180.
From the gun, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. 3rd down here. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Now here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. Clock going to go on 4th down. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. And that's how this one ends, in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. We thought...
Honey, I dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I copy, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a